Even though animals may not be capable of the same level of emotional complexity as humans, they still tend to care and form attachments with their young, and want to protect them at all costs. That's why seeing them meet their parents or reunite after a long time is incredibly heartwarming. At the Taipei City Zoo, a 1-month-old giant panda got to meet his mom for the first time, and despite weighing well over 150 pounds, you can see how gentle she is when picking her cub up. This is a baby sloth finally meeting her new mother who accepted her. This is a very special moment of a father playing and jokingly picking on his offspring that he just met 2 days ago, and this is his way of bonding. But the little cub had enough of his dad's jokes and gave out an adorable, ferocious threat. This adorable elephants are joyful to be reuniting with friends and family at the local water hole after being apart for months.
Line again.
It's not unusual for adult male tigers to kill cubs, so approaching one can be deadly and they know this. But there's an exception to this. If the tiger is your father, this female cub met her father for the first time, and this is very rare since male tigers rarely meet their offspring. When a red panda had a complicated birth to some adorable cubs, they had to be taken right away to make sure they were healthy enough, and didn't need anything extra. And when they went to return the cubs to the mother, you can see her running, excited to meet her babies.
Letting her over. Here she comes.
Good girl, Mom. You check on them babies. Good mama. So, we'll all...
All right, everybody out? Everybody.
Okay, this is not meeting their parents, but rather two young chimpanzee brothers reuniting after a long separation. Nature can be harsh at times, and there are occasions that only the strongest will survive. When a misfit cub got injured, he could hardly walk, and the other cubs behaved like he didn't even exist, since they already assumed he was going to die due to him being weak. And if that wasn't enough, his mom also refused to feed him. This is not uncommon in mothers, since if they can figure out which cub is more likely to die, it makes sense to focus the resources on the others. So the entire family ended up abandoning the weak misfit cub. Now he's all alone, but he doesn't give up and shows incredible strength and courage, and finds his family. But to his surprise, none of them welcome him and leave him alone again. For most cubs, this would be a death sentence, but not this one. He was pushed to near death adapting on the wild on his own, until he came across another pride that accepted him. And that's how he met his new family. They welcomed him in, and now he's a healthy teenager and has a pride of his own. Soon after giving birth, the baby moose went missing near a hiking trail, so the police were called. And after what probably felt like a lifetime, the moose got to reunite with her baby.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it.
At a research base of giant pandas in southwest China, one panda cub thinks that one of the caretakers is his dad, and won't stop following him and trying to cuddle him. Soon after giving birth, a sad moment for a fox mother happened when she left them in a place that she couldn't retrieve them after leaving. Luckily, the owners of the house noticed what had happened and called a rescue organization called Gates Wildlife Control, and they managed to get the babies out and put them in a heated release box and wait to see if the mother will come back for the babies. And well, luckily she did come back and was very happy to see her babies, and started taking them one by one. And even after taking all of them out, she kept checking to see if she forgot one, since animals can't count like we can, so she doesn't know how many babies she had. After being separated from birth, this baby calf got to finally meet her parents for the first time, and the maternal herd behavior is very sweet to watch.
Maybelline? Who's this Maybelline? Huh? Who's this Maybelline? Is that your baby? Oh, that's your baby. Oh, that's your baby.
When a woman was running through the woods, she saw the tiniest baby deer coming up to her and started suckling on her leg thinking it was her mom. The woman didn't know what to do, but the baby deer was clearly asking her to rescue. So she decided to wait and see if the deer's mom ever showed up. And after 12 hours, the deer was still alone. So she took her home, fed him, and called a rescue group that accepted the tiny deer, which was only a few days old, and took him to meet his new family. This might be the most adorable reaction of a cat meeting a tiny kitten for the first time.
Look at his little head. He's...
You did not expect that from me.
This calf not only got to reunite with his mother, but also got a second chance at life. In a very bizarre turn of events, a lioness managed to catch a calf from her mother, and the mother thought it was the end of it, so had to back away in order to get a chance of surviving herself. But this is where things get weird. For some reason, the lioness hesitates to kill the calf, and just starts cuddling and protecting the baby instead. And since the calf only detects a warm body, she starts imprinting and thinking the lioness is her new mother. And well, eventually the attention of the lioness is redirected, and the calf and her real mother got to reunite in a very heartwarming moment. These adorable little cubs were born in South Africa's Kruger National Park and were taken care of only by their mother. But after 6 long months of being alive, they finally get to meet their father when he rejoins the pride. And well, nor the lion or cubs really know how to interact with each other. But it's adorable to see the little cubs following him around. This alpaca fell in a hole, but the mother stood by his side the entire time. With so many people believing the myth of separating puppies early from their mothers promotes bonding with humans, dogs tend to be separated from their mothers and siblings just weeks after being born. Something close to impossible happened when the dodo managed to reunite a mother dog with all her puppies that are now grown up.
The puppies couldn't stop themselves, and Bess couldn't stop herself. And she leaps up, almost leaping into the group of puppies just to say hello to everybody.
Okay, perhaps this is not the most heartwarming reaction, but raising 7 pups is not easy. After a wolf reunited with his family, he just wanted to take a short nap, but his pups were so full of energy and excitement that wouldn't leave them alone.